So I got another Avalon video for everyone on YouTube. I'm in upstate South Carolina. We've had a little bit of snow up here lately, and it's all gone now, obviously. But on Friday we had some ice, and I was leaving work and turning my wipers without thinking what I was doing, and they had, frozen to the windshield. Anyways, I broke the one on the driver's side. It completely came apart, the blade did, and the passenger side blade basically went up into what was called snow mode. And for some of you that don't know about snow mode, on the Lexus and Toyotas a few years after, I think 95 or 96, the wiper blades will get stuck a little bit further up on the windshield like that, and that's snow mode. So when you turn them off in the park position, they'll actually stay in that position. Put a little pressure on the passenger side, push it, and you'll feel some pressure, and you'll hear it pop, and it'll click back down into the return final park position. Alright, so today I'm going to go ahead and change the wiper blade out, and it's a pretty simple process, but I'm going to do this video for people who've never done it before. Hopefully this sun will cooperate. I know it's kind of hard to see right now, but I'll try my best. I went to AutoZone and bought a set of blades, the Duralast blades. It's their house brand. For this particular Avalon, it's 2003 XLS. It's going to be a DL17 for the passenger side and a DL24 for the driver's side. I'll get those unpackaged, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so you're obviously not going to be able to lift the blade off because the edge of the hood is going to be in the way. So what I'm doing on mine is I'm just going to push these up slightly, just a little bit, and move them up. See, that's in snow mode. If you'll notice in the video, it just popped. There's a detent inside the transmission on the wiper blade assembly. When you lift on the passenger side, it will you'll feel it pop into the snow mode position. So if I were to leave these like this, if I were to turn the wiper blades off, they would park in this position. They would stop right here. Some of y'all might have cars and wonder, like the Lexus and Toyotas, why your wiper blades won't return all the way. And at first I thought it was maybe a bad wiper gear, the transmission was maybe bent or something like that, but it turns out they do offer what's called a snow mode, and it's basically designed to keep your wiper blades out of the snow that accumulates on the bottom end of the windshield, so that when you turn them on, you don't have to, the motor's not fighting under all that weight. So the next step is, once you get them raised up enough where the arm here will clear the front hood, you can lift it up. Just simply lift the whole arm up on both the passenger side and the driver's side. And then on this one, you just want to grab the blade. On some of them, there'll be a little tab down here. How well it is, how easy that is to see. There's a little tab right here on the end of my thumb. You can push that in. That actually is what holds the arm. It connects the arm to the blade itself. So on this one, I'll do this with one hand. So I can zoom out. I'm going to push in with that tab a little bit. You'll hear it click, and then wiggle it, and these might be stuck on. And you're going to just want to push this blade down, and the arm will come loose from the retaining clip, and you'll be able to wiggle that out. I'm going to go ahead and you'll do that for the driver's side and passenger side. I'm going to go ahead and get this apart. I'm going to need both hands to do it, and we'll move on to the next step. Alright, I wanted to show how this works. Alright, so I pushed on this with my thumb, this little tab. Use my other hand to push down on the blade itself, and once that pops loose, the whole thing just slides right off. And you'll see it slide right out of there, and you can just, it comes right off. Same with this one. Tab, push in, push down. This one's torn up. There we go. Alright, the new wiper blades. This little plastic clip in here is what holds it to the arm. What we're going to do here, maybe get oriented correctly here. Bear with me for just a minute. I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to get this thing where I can shoot, do it with one hand. Alright, so this pin right here on the left is the new pin that came with the Duralast blade. The pin here on the right is the one that was on the old wiper blade, which I'm assuming is probably the piece that was originally on the car when it was manufactured. I noticed that the difference between the one on the right and the left, they both have a tab for pulling the plastic retaining clip off of the blade arm, but this one, the new one, doesn't fit exactly properly with my car. So what I did was I removed the new one off the wiper blade itself. It just pops off of this little pin right in here. A little bit of pressure will pop it off. And I did the same to the old blade. And that new one will actually fit right, it fits right onto the new pin on the new blade itself, the same size. So this one doesn't work at all with my particular arm that's on this car. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the old one. It's still good. So you may have to do that on your vehicle when you replace the blades. That's the only way I'm going to be able to make it work on this car. So I'm just going to put that plastic piece on the old blade into the new blade, and we're going to lock these in place. I'll show you all how to do that. Alright, so I got the old plastic retaining clips installed on the new blades. I've rotated it 90 degrees on here so we can slide this into the arm. So we're going to put this in here like this. I don't know how well you can see with the sun. Slide it up, and with 2 fingers, pull till it clicks. You hear it click, and it's on there now. So that side is done. I've already installed the plastic clip on the old wiper blade. I'm sorry, the new wiper blade, old plastic clip. And here's, I'm going to rotate it. Try to do the same thing on this side. Slide it in. Pull up until it clicks. It should be in. Yeah, it's working. It's in there. Okay. Alright, so the new blades are installed, and my wiper arms are still in snow mode, so I'm going to pull down on it, and you'll hear it. You'll hear it. You have to put a little bit of pressure on it. You won't break it. You'll hear it pop. Alright. And that is how you replace the wiper blades on a 2003 Avalon XLS. This is the same for the Lexus as well. And the next video I'm going to do, right now the automatic rain sensor does not work in this car because the windshield was replaced at one time, and the rain sensor, which is right there, glue is loose. I got to replace the glue on that, the adhesive strip, to get the automatic wipers to work again. I'm going to do that. I'll do a video on how to replace that, and also a video on how to replace the entire wiper motor. The control module for this, because basically in my car I've only got slow, full speed, or stop. The wipers don't return to the park position, so I've got to time it with my hand when I turn it off once they reach the bottom of the windshield to get them to turn off properly and park down in this bottom position. And the only way to fix that is replace the whole motor. I've tried to see if it's possible to replace just the module that controls that. It's all one assembly, so priced it out. It's about $75 for a new motor from O'Reilly's, so I'm going to do that, but I'll do another video on how to replace that pretty soon. And that's going to be it. Thanks for watching.